Hello and welcome back to another hockey video where this time I'm discussing four teams that I think could make Eastern Conference playoffs in the NHL. Only two of them will, so I will let you know my opinions, and I want to know your opinions in the comments down below. Who do you think will go playoffs out of these four teams? Because only two are possible. It could be that one of the top six teams in the Eastern Conference could fall off, but I really don't think that Boston, Toronto, Tampa Bay, or Rangers, Devils, or Carolina, I can't think that any of those teams would fall off. And also, I don't think really Washington or Buffalo could get into playoffs. I mean, there's always a chance, but without a further ado, let's go through these teams. So first wildcard spot belongs to New York Islanders, who have played 71 games this season so far, so only 11 games left. And 6-3-1 in last 10 games. I believe they've won two games in a row. And overall this season they have 36 wins, 27 losses, 8 after regulation. And they have got 80 points in total, so one more than Florida, who I will talk next. Because I think Islanders, they are probably pretty much locked into playoffs. I can't see them dropping. They were up and down, but after acquiring Bo Horvat from the Canucks, they have done quite well. So I really can't see them falling out of the playoffs. Then Florida, second wildcard spot belongs to them. 70 games played, 7-2-1 in last 10 games, and they have just been rolling lately. And I believe they've got 3 wins in a row, and 36-27-7 is their record. So one less overtime or shootout loss, but equally as many wins. So they've done quite well this season. It didn't start that way, but the second half of the season has certainly been better for them. 79 points all season, so one less than Islanders, but they've also played one game less, so they've got 12 games left. They're gonna play against Flyers, I would expect them to win soon when they will play after this video goes live. Then first team who is looking to, they are not looking to get into playoffs at this point, although it's close. It's Pittsburgh Penguins, who, if they were to miss the playoffs, it would be first time in 16, 17 years, if I'm not mistaken. So that would be quite massive and maybe start rebuild for Penguins. But 70 games, same as Florida Panthers, 4-5-1, so not great there. They've suffered some injuries, especially at blue line. Pettersson and Kulikov, both of those are out right now. One thing that is that Florida and Islanders, they really haven't suffered that many major injuries, but Penguins are definitely struggling with some of theirs. 34, 26 and 10, so quite many after regulation losses, and 78 points, one less than Florida. They played the same amount of games, but I still have more faith in Florida, seeing how well they've played recently. So Florida could surprise some people in the playoffs. Penguins, I think they will probably miss the playoffs because of the injuries, and they haven't looked that great this year compared to some other years, which is understandable because Crosby, Malkin, Letang, all of them are aging, and maybe retool or rebuild would be needed, at least in my opinion. Then lastly, Senators, who I put on the board to have one Canadian team. I still not sure if they could be able to get into playoffs because the gap is quite big. 5 points to Penguins and 6 points to last wildcard spot Florida Panthers. They played 70 games, so not even games in hand to Florida, so that's not great either. 4-5-1 in last 10 games. They won their last game and yeah, they're gonna play against Boston next, so that's not gonna be easy. And in my opinion, they have the toughest schedule left at the 12 games. Many of the teams will be quite well, quite up in the standings. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting if they could surprise people, including me, and get into playoffs. I don't really think so, but let's see if they could do that. 34, 31, and 5. So yeah, they lost more games in regulation that they should have. If they even like 5 or 6 of those games would have gone to overtime and they would lose, then it would be a different story. They would be well, probably in the second or first wildcard spot, but yeah, that hasn't happened, and Ottawa suffers from that. 73 points, as I said. So yeah, 5 points to Pittsburgh, 6 to Florida, and 7 to Islanders. So yeah, it's not looking great for Ottawa, but I just wanted to put them there. Obviously, Buffalo or Washington could get into playoffs, but yeah, with how they have lost recently and all that, I don't really know their chances. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Who do you think will make the playoffs out of these 4 teams? Obviously, only 2 of them can make it. I think Islanders and Florida right now, the 2 teams that would advance, they will keep their spots. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. I want to know your thoughts about this playoff race in the East. And hit the like and subscribe for more hockey and NHL videos. And have a nice day.